Hello everybody, I'm Dord. So, just from seeing the title and probably the thumbnail if I'm lucky enough, you might be wondering why am I reviewing this album? Because I said in the Cult Leaders review that I was going to be reviewing albums by artists who have interacted with me in a positive way, or any way actually, but all the ones that have interacted with me have been in positive ways. If you're an astute little Boy Scout, you may recognize that Brakence is not an artist I've uploaded anything from. I feel like this review can double as both a review for like the fans that just want a review of some not underground music, and also it can double as pleasing one of the musicians that have interacted with me. Here's the big one. Caitlin Vass, I Have Hope for You. The musician actually sparked probably light on the trail for why I'm here now. But I shot her an email asking if I could upload her EP, and she emphatically said yes. She stuck around my channel a bit. We had a bit of a very symbiotic relationship. When 10 Meets shot me an email and an Instagram message and a YouTube comment, and I only saw the YouTube comment. I didn't see the Instagram post or the email. More importantly in this story, the email. So they dropped another user comment 8 days later saying, hey, on the 18th, saying, hey, we sent you a DM on Instagram and a email. Respond to them, please, you fucking idiot. So I did respond to the Instagram one. Then they told me, hey, we also tried sending you an email. Then I was like, oh, well, fuck it out. And I also saw 8 days prior to that, on the day this album was released, Caitlin Vass, she just sent me this album and said, hey, this is like an album recommendation. It's a very new thing. I hope you like it. And I just sent an email on the 16 days after they sent it, and I was like, oh my god, I'm fucking sorry for not checking this. I give you full permission to slap me in the face. They recommended this album, Hypochondriac by Brakence. I checked it out on Spotify, realized I from somewhere recognized the song Argyle, and also I recognized the album cover of Punk 2 from a Hive Mind album cover tier list video.
I love this record.
Yeah, I recognized that, so then that got me excited to listen to this. And the first thing I noticed when I heard it was this album is manic. This album is a lot of everything at the same time. It's like a musical salad. The sound is a lot of sounds I've heard before in the past, Midwest emo, tinted math rock. Most of the math rock YouTubers, they just kind of also do Midwest emo shit. Then there's fusions glitch pop, hyper pop, which I've had a bit of a 100x phase back in the day. Can you tell I had a 100x phase back in the day? And it's also emo rap, which I think I'm getting into now. Also, it's kind of has some sound collage elements in the sense of there's some weird borderline unrelated vocal snippets that don't contribute anything to the songs and aren't worth a damn. I don't know, it's really strange. Okay, so I get the lyrics are coming from an egomaniac. I know that's the concept of the album. I understand. Do the vocal snippets also need to be that? I don't know. Sorry, do y'all remember the when I got the ravioli in the Terrible Night's Sleep review? Okay! Give me a second. I still haven't eaten it. I spent too much time recording these 4 reviews back to back to back to back. I know it's an ego, selfish art concept album. I know. Do the vocals have to be all of that? Kind of just tangentially? Do they just have to be thrown in you were watching a master at work? Shit like that? I don't know. I mean, it adds a lot to the identity of the album, I guess. That is really schizo, but I guess that's already a lot of the people already know, people already expect that from hyperpop, and that's half this album. So, sonically speaking, there's not really that many songs that break the mold, but there are some that break the... There's that... fuck. It's the one that's more of a rock song. Yeah, that's it has some songs that kind of break the mold a little bit, I guess, but generally speaking, outside of those exceptions, it is usually a pretty, consistently... pixie stick tinted rap album, except for the last song that's a piano ballad. And again, if we're gonna talk about the lyrics, I wanted to give this album a little more time before I reviewed it. I kinda can't. I can review this tomorrow. I'm currently in makeup, so I might as well do it now. I know the vibe that the lyrics go for. It's generally very negative, very, very emotionally open, the same way Pinkerton by Weezer is a very emotionally open album, and yeah, it's like a ego, selfish art concept album, pretty much. I get like there are some corny lines every now and then, and I guess generally baked into like the concept is like if this is about one's own ego, then like is that ego going to get in the way of the concept? And I think in some parts, I think yeah, it does. I would like to give it a deeper analysis. I truly wish I could. I listened to it today. I listened to it yesterday. Listened to it before. Listened to it when Caitlin Bass sent it to me. I like the lyrics on the album. I'm not even gonna go on that. I say like I have the sentence like written down under also mentioned. Also go off on a spiel about how music is more important than lyrics, and only in extreme examples do lyrics ruin the experience or whatever pretentious shit you want to say. I kind of don't want to do that. Fuck that. Drag Anthony Fantano through some mud. I'll do that though. He gave this album a damn 5. Interesting production. Ruined by lyrics. He really ain't kidding when he made that video saying lyrics can ruin an album. I think he made that video. I haven't watched that video. I watched the review. He might have made it in response to the negative backlash to the brakence review.
It was not a super positive review. I will admit that.
The album flow is pretty good in the sense of like all the songs transition from song to song very like if you put them together like in like the audio file that like actually goes in seamlessly, as opposed to like, you know, I think that is a way of like, you know, just grabbing your ear and never for 1 second letting go until the very end. That's a cool way of like handling album flow. Yeah. Also, a lot of the songs here switch up very often, which is good. Songs switch up a lot, and they are very interesting to listen to from front to back for, and then that goes into another song that switches up very often. Love it. I'm gonna give Hypochondriac by Brakence like an 8.5. Yeah. 8.5. Or like I'm gonna give it an 8.6 just because I want to listen to it right now. So yeah, that's a damn good album. I think there's some great moments throughout the album. I think there's some really creative and interesting production on the album. There's some really emotionally honest lyrics throughout the album. I think generally speaking, there are a handful of songs that are like whatever, but other than that, I think it's a very consistent listen. I want to listen. I'm going to like stop this and I'm going to listen to it right now. That I'm going to go straight to editing videos. I might do that instead. So, goodbye everybody. That was the Dord Christmas extravaganza that happened today and ended today. This is like your pocket advent calendar from like some non-binary teen on YouTube. Oh yeah, I'm going to be eating anyways. So yeah, I'm definitely going to listen to the album. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm going to be watching it. I don't know. So I'll see you folks later when I get back to making reviews or other albums, whatever. Or I don't know, like use community posts some more, I guess. So goodbye everybody. Hope you all liked this. I might do this next Christmas, you know, in a year. So yeah, keep that in mind when I say next Christmas. So goodbye everybody. See you all. Right at the end I saw the fly. Oh my god, that makes me so mad. See you all.